Hello, welcome to another edition of 406 Broncos. I'm Dakota.
I'm Mac.
And today...
Farted.
I did, before we started.
And they're bad.
Today we're going to talk about the schedule. Came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We haven't had a chance to talk about it because the draft was here, and we were mostly talking about that. So today we're going to go ahead and dive right into the schedule. We'll also do predictions of the divisions and the prediction that we have for our season. And we're going to be No, I lied. We're going to be biased.
Oh, yeah.
It's
always that way,
16-0.
We're going to do it. Yeah.
We're not that biased.
It's this year. This year's our year.
We're somewhat realistic.
So, oh, shoot. Did I get... Okay, that's the right one. Okay.
So, let's just go through the schedule, talk about some prime time, talk about some ones that pop out on the screen. But go ahead and just reel them off real quick.
First one on our schedule is September 9th.
You don't got to tell the date.
I got to tell them everything.
Okay.
It's not prime time. But it's against the Seahawks.
Good opener.
Get our little revenge going on, even though it's 3-4 years later.
It's always going to be there.
So, yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, I like that starter. I like that's a good opener.
And it's at home, yeah.
It's going to be a fun game.
Seahawks aren't that great. I mean, they're losing a lot of key players.
Well, so we'll go through
number 2 is Oakland Raiders.
Home.
At home again.
Back-to-back home games started off.
Our third game of the year will be at the Ravens. Lame place. Number 4.
It's not that bad.
It sucks. Number 4.
Monday night.
Chiefs game. Monday night. Number 5.
At home.
Yeah,
we might be going to that one.
We could.
Hopefully.
Possible. Number 5. At the Jets. Yeah. And number 6, it'll be a fun one. At home with the Rams. Wade Phillips, Keep Talib. This
coming back.
Cool.
That's a good one.
I mean, this is going to be a defensive game here, I believe. Okay, so number 7 game at Cardinals. That one will be all right.
Okay.
Is that... Yeah, that's a prime time.
Yep,
oh, it's a Thursday night game.
Thursday night
That's
game.
the Thursday night game. Okay.
Might be
number
going
8.
to that one too.
Yeah. Number 8, Chiefs.
At
Chiefs. Arrowhead. Crappy place. Another crappy place.
Hate
number
that
9.
Stadium. Stupidest stadium.
And it's ugly, just like them.
Ketchup. And mustard.
Yeah, so it suits them.
Freaking McDonald's wearing Moe's.
Number 9, Texans. That'll be an interesting game. At home.
And then we get our Week 10 bye, which I love that. I'm so glad that we got that. I feel like 8, 9, 10. Those are right where you want to be with your bye week. Anything before that is a little too soon. Anything after that is a little too late. So I think we're in a really, really nice spot for our bye week.
So and then we go number 11th game is
that's
Chargers.
Our 10th game, but Week 11.
Whatever. At Chargers, we have not scored in this place yet. Remember, we just.
Oh my God, you're right.
We got
freaking
skunked
in like the 30,000 seat stadium that is wherever they're playing. 0 points scored there. And you know they're gonna bring that back up. God.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. That's truth fact. Then we play the Steelers after that at home. That will be a cool game. I can't believe that's not a prime time. But we kind of weren't that good, so maybe we don't deserve it at the moment. Then we're at Bengals, another crap stadium.
We're just dogging on the stadiums. Like, who cares about the team that we're playing? Like, screw that stadium. I don't want to go there.
Well, I mean, because it's at their place, so it sucks.
That stadium.
Yeah. And 49ers. That place...
That's a stupid stadium.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Are we going to any cool stadiums? MetLife? Yeah?
Yeah, that one's okay.
Cardinal Stadium's pretty cool, too. That's what we should do, too. We should do a top 10 stadiums.
Yeah, that would be fun.
After we start running out of stuff, we're going to roll in like a top 10 series, and we're going to start doing top 10s of all kinds of stuff. And we've been thinking of ideas.
Yeah, so
anyway.
That's a good one. Then we go at home.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's on the NFL Network.
It says to be determined. Is that maybe going to be a London game possibly, or what?
No, because they already threw out the schedule for those.
Right. Why is that? Why is there not a time for this Browns game?
Unless if that's one where it may be a primetime, may not. Or...
But why that one? Why would they even remotely make that a primetime game?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, you're right. That is weird. Then, the second to last game, the Raiders at the Black Hole, at the crap shoot that is. Can't wait until they move to Vegas. That'll be actually a cool stadium, and it'll be easy to go there. And then Chargers at home. That's cool. I like to have a home game close out.
Especially, yeah.
I usually like them, though, as prime times. Usually we do get closers at prime times. But, whatever.
Dude, no Sunday night games? We're not going to get to see them play with Al Michaels and freaking Chris Collinsworth announcing it. You got to be kidding me.
Well, we didn't do good.
Still, we're the Broncos. We have one of the furthest fan reaches in the entire U.S. Maybe not the biggest fan base, but the most, outreach. We cover the most area.
We met a guy last game we went to who's from Maine. Never been to a game before. Portland, Maine. He's like, man, I'm super excited. He went by himself. This is the New York Giants, freaking Denver Broncos game.
I don't care. How bad we did. 2 Monday night games, a Thursday night game, which, by the way, I think we should at least have 4 primetime games, just being that we're the Broncos. But, seriously, at least 1 Sunday night game against the Raiders or against the...
I mean, you know how some of those switch, too. So, the later ones we could actually have one if we do really good.
But look at these later games. Are any of these teams going to be any good? Maybe the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. I could see the Steelers being good.
Oh, well, yeah.
49ers, yeah, that's up in the air. That could be. They could be. Dude, Browns have a lot of people on their team, but it's not going to work out. Uh-oh. Raiders, we already got that as a prime time. Boy, howdy. Have fun with that one. Yeah, that's a good...
Stinky.
You did it to me, so it's my turn to do it to
I can't just leave either. I have to sit here and...
Well, I'm blocked in. I can't get out either. Okay, so those are all the games that are going to be happening this coming year.
Which ones pop out to you? Which ones do you think are going to be, the best to watch?
The best ones
Or which ones are you most excited about?
Well, obviously our division
Besides
games.
division, those are obvious.
Steelers. That's one on the list. That's a really cool one. I'd say the Seahawks Broncos game will probably be pretty good.
I love that.
Since it's just a
lot of these tougher games.
Opening one. What?
I love a lot of these tougher games. Seahawks, Rams, Steelers, all at home.
Yeah, I don't think Seahawks are going to be all that good this year either.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying, those are some of the tougher ones. By the way, second easiest schedule based on last year's records.
We had the hardest schedule last year.
I think that's kind of hard to determine those based on how much has changed, on each team. So it's hard to really say who's going to be better.
I think we did have a hard freaking schedule last year, though. Dude, we played both the people who were in the Super Bowl. And we got our butts kicked.
We had the NFC East and the AFC East, which the Bills were good last year too. We lost to them, but the Bills were good. They made the playoffs.
I mean, we spanked Dallas. That was the
cool.
Funnest game to watch.
I wish we would have went to that one. Yeah, you weren't even there.
I know. I was up in Chester. Okay, so are we gonna go by what are we gonna win, or we?
Yeah. Right, okay, yeah. Let's. You want to wait to do that after?
To do that after what?
Division. You want to
do the division first?
Yeah. We'll save. We'll do the schedule prediction, win-loss last. Let's go ahead and do. We'll just go back and forth. Let's go ahead and start with our division, just because I think that's the most obvious one.
Yeah,
we're gonna predict.
It's gonna be tough.
We're not gonna predict records because I think that's really hard.
Yeah. Hard.
We'll just predict.
Who's at the top? Who's at the bottom?
Who's going to be the best in the division? Who's going to be the worst? So, obviously...
We're biased, so it's going to be Denver up top.
But, of course, I really do think that we have a good chance to be the best, because I think this division really has kind of like crumbled. It's like
So
it's fallen from what it once was.
yeah, I mean the talk last year was this AFC West is going to be a house
Just
to be
the
reckoned
Stormbringer,
with, you
yeah.
know. It kind of didn't pan out that way. Oakland, it looked like it was going to be a heating up, but they fizzled out hard.
Yeah. The
Kansas,
Chargers came in late,
Yeah, Kansas City had a good running start.
but as
And
usual,
then they did the typical Kansas City thing and start just choking. Denver just is just a bad year.
we're due for a bounce back, I think.
I think we're gonna have a bounce back after these last 2 years. I think we're gonna have a bounce back.
And everyone was talking the Chargers up.
I think Chargers are going to be something. I mean, Phil.
Rivers.
Yes, thank you. Felt a little bit of it last ending season. I think he'll be bringing it kind of back.
Yeah, they lit up pretty late.
I'm going to predict, and this is going to be hard because now with Gruden and everything like that too, but just their calling, even with the draft specifically, I'm putting Oakland at the bottom.
I agree.
I just don't think it's going to be panning out like they want it to.
Well, and I think even if it does pan out, it's not going to be this year. It's going to take some transition. They've got a lot of new players. Their draft was pretty rocky, so that already kind of tells you a little bit about how
I saw a thing
the
that they had
relations are
one
going.
they actually had the worst draft.
Yeah. So
So-
there's that, and that kind of just shows to, how things might be working already with Gruden. We don't know. This is something that it's kind of up in the air. But I'm with you. I think with a new coach coming in, especially one that has such a high,
Expectancy.
yeah, I think they might have a first-year struggle.
Yeah.
And I can agree that they'll be on the bottom. I think you might be right. The Chargers could be second. I think this Patrick Mahomes thing is gonna just not work out. Like I think Alex Smith in Washington is gonna be better than Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Kansas City has some weapons, but they've also lost a lot of weapons. They've lost Marcus Peters. They've lost Derek Johnson. They've lost Dontari Poe. Like, they're missing a lot of pieces here.
Yeah, I think.
Don't expect Patrick Mahomes to come out and just be this all-star quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong. If he does, great for him. But I just don't see it. Like, I don't.
So what I'm going to say is, at concluding AFC West, is it's going to be, I believe it's going to be like Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders.
I could say that.
And I'd say Chiefs still have an average record with, as long as so is Los Angeles. They have a really good average record.
The Chiefs and the Chargers could definitely swap those two.
Yeah.
It'll be close for that second spot. But I think Denver with our defense the way it is, I think we're just the most solid. And we have, I don't know.
I think the one thing we need is
we
still got most of our key players.
Defensively, at least.
And offensively. We've got Demaryius Thomas. We got Emmanuel Sanders.
But the quarterback thing, that's...
Well, we didn't have a quarterback. I mean, obviously, I think we just improved in anything. I mean, Emmanuel Sanders was talking about, I was sick of this, QB war, this QB,
controversy.
Yeah, it's switching out all the time. I mean, that obviously is going to affect our team. That's really what happened with Denver this time. Now we have a guy. He is the guy. I mean, we really don't have anyone else.
Right.
I mean, we do have Paxton Lynch, but dude, he's not.
They've already said, yeah.
But
they're not going to pay Keenum what they're going to pay him and sit him on the bench.
Yeah, no. So they're going to count on him. I hope, at least, John Elway really kicked Vance Joseph's butt, and we need discipline. That's the key right there. We didn't have any discipline last year. So.
Yeah, I think the two biggest things that we need to watch for are the quarterback situation, mostly just because he's a new guy coming into a different system, see how that develops, and the coaching staff. Those are the two biggest things to me. So those are our X factors as to whether or not we have a great season or not. Okay. Defense is going to be the defense that it was, in my opinion.
Kind of. I kind of see a slump last year with them too, though.
Yeah. Okay, you pick one and you dissect it.
I'm just gonna go up front. We started at the bottom here, so we'll go up one. AFC South.
Or do you want to do an NFC team and go back and forth from NFC to AFC?
It means I have to scroll so many times. Okay. Yeah, let's just start with it.
Go ahead.
NFC East.
You take this one.
What do you mean? I took it the one too. Okay.
But
All right.
but that was our division. So you go ahead and take this one. I'll chime in a little bit, but you go ahead and take this one. I'll take the next one.
Okay. There's a lot of things that happen in the NFC East, but I think a lot of it's going to stay the same. What I think is going to happen is New York is not going to be the bottom dweller. I think, in my opinion, it's Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be the bottom dweller. I don't think Dak and Zeke is a big weapon. I think there's more hype than anything. Zeke is a good key weapon, but Dak kind of fizzled. He had that nice hot rookie streak, but he didn't do anything last year. So I think Dallas is going to be, touching the bottom of the list there. New York, I think they're going to bounce up a little bit. I think they're actually going to improve. So they might be, I think what it's going to happen is going to be Philly and New York right there up top now. Redskins are going to have an average team too. So I think we have 3 top guys in that division itself. And I'd say Eagles, Giants, Redskins, Dallas.
Okay. I can agree with that. I agree that Dallas will be at the bottom. I mean, they just lost Jason Witten and Des Bryant. They're kind of in flux right now.
To say that.
Their defense has never been anything too special. I do think Alex Smith in Washington is going to make it really interesting. Not that they're really upgrading a whole lot from Cousins, but I think it's going to give them a new energy. So we'll see what that happens. I'll agree with you though. I think the Washington-New York thing, that could be kind of back and forth, but I agree. I definitely think the Eagles will take it.
Well, since New York had a new coaching staff.
Yeah, but that can always be good or bad.
Coming back. I mean, he's not injured anymore. I mean, they had a lot of injuries last year, too. So everyone's going to be able to come back. They got a gnarly Saquon Barkley, so
we'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. I just think they're going to have a comeback season. I believe Giants will do good this year.
Here, I'll do an NFC team, too, so that you can do an AFC team. Or an AFC group. Okay, I'm going to take another tough one here. The NFC South. This is a very interesting division. I think 3 of these teams made the playoffs last year. So I think the Buccaneers are going to do better than they did last year if Jameis Winston stays healthy. I still think they're going to take the bottom, though. They made a lot of moves on defense, so their defense could make them more than that. But these other guys, it's hard to say. I think the Panthers are going to drop. I think the Falcons are going to move up from what they were last year. In fact, I'm going to say, God, this is a tough division. And the Saints are going to be tough, too.
I think the Saints are going to take it again.
I don't know. I think a lot of that depends on Drew Brees and whether Drew Brees stays healthy or not. He's pretty good at staying healthy. It's more whether or not the drop-off hits him this year or not. I'm going to say Falcons, Saints, Panthers, Bucks. That's where I'm at.
Okay. I can agree with that. On one note, Panthers took our boy CJ.
Oh, yep, that is
so
1-year contract.
We're seeing him and people we beat the crap out of in Super Bowl 50.
It's all right. He'll show them what that ring looks like.
Yeah, no
what
kidding.
They're missing out.
So, yeah, I can agree with that. I believe the Buccaneers are going to be at the bottom again.
But I think they're going to do better than 5-11. This is going to be a tough division. This is going to come down. You're not going to see 3 guys in the in the playoffs in this one. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, watch for Minnesota and Green Bay to probably make the playoffs, and then the other one will probably come out of this division. But this is a tough. The NFC is so tough to decide. AFC seems pretty cut and dry always, while the NFC is always a toss-up. You never really know what you're going to get.
So I agree with it. I think it may be between Saints and Falcons, but...
All right. Go ahead and pick one of them. I guess one of them.
Here's an easy one for you. AFC East.
Yeah, who's going to be the most improved? Actually, that's something we can do, too. We'll do that afterwards.
Here? Or
just in general. But go ahead.
Okay. Oh, man, I thought this was going to be easy, but it's hard to figure out who's going to be at the bottom. Out of the three, it's freaking roll of the dice on this one. I think Jesus is hard. I believe
So Patriots are going to be the top.
Dolphins at the bottom.
I was actually going to say the same thing.
Because I don't know. I guess I'm basing this more on draft. They had a lot better draft picks, and hopefully that lights a fire for these teams. And Bills didn't do bad anyways. So I'm going to choose, obviously the Patriots are back up top, as always.
I think if the quarterback play is good in Buffalo, I think they could give the Patriots kind of a run. Maybe not for the division, but
they can give them a little bit of
they
a
could
taste,
be second. They could make the playoffs again.
That's fine.
If the quarterback play is what it should be.
believe I can even see New York and Buffalo neck and neck hitting each other.
I don't see New York getting it just yet.
I can see him doing it. Like I can see them winning one division game with them. So
a division game, yeah, no. I still think New York's gonna be near the bottom.
I'd say this.
I just don't think they have enough talent on that team.
Bills, New York, Miami.
I can say that. I can stick with that. Let's go NFC. Oh wait, I gotta go AFC now, huh? Let's say AFC South. This is actually an interesting division too, because if Andrew Luck's healthy and plays like Andrew Luck should, they could be better. I mean, if Deshaun Watson plays the full season,
that guy going out showed they had nothing. So you need something though out there.
I know, but I'm just saying they're definitely not going to be 4-12 if Luck plays the full season, and the Texans are going to be better. I still say.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all this. Okay, so what I'm thinking too is, you got two guys are healthy now. You got Deshaun Watson and Andrew Luck. I think you may just throw Titans out of that division, put them on the bottom almost. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean,
especially how Deshaun Watson played last year. If he could stay healthy, dude, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
I'm not gonna sell the Titans short just yet. They did make the playoffs last year, so they got high momentum coming into this season.
Okay,
I'm still saying Jacksonville at the top just because of that defense.
Balance on the
Texans
the scale
number 2.
there.
I'm gonna say Texans number 2 because they have great defense. Well, I'm not gonna say great. They had great defense, but they have a good defense. And if Deshaun Watson can play like he did in the few games that he was able to play, they will be number 2. I'm going to say Titans at number 3 and Colts at the bottom still, because the Colts organization is one of the worst in the entire league. And I could go on about that because Jim Irsay is a terrible owner. And I like that new GM they have, but Jim Irsay is a terrible owner. They have new coaching staff. Andrew Luck's just coming off injury. I think there's going to be a lot of issues. Their defense sucks. They're going to be the worst.
Balance of the scale there. Yes, Titans did get in the playoffs, but look at their division in whole.
I know.
That's kind of what helped them too. So
the Jaguars could definitely drop. I mean, that's for sure, because I think their offense is a struggle fest. However, I think that defense is good enough to keep them at the number 1, because that defense is amazing. Got these 2.
I could pretty much tell you what I think about. I think there's more excitement with the NFC West at the moment instead of the NFC North.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cut and dry on the other one.
Yeah. So I'm going to say at the bottom of the list, looking at that right now, Cardinals. I don't think Josh Rosen's going to pick them up from what's going on with these other 3 teams. Seattle, gosh, this one's hard.
I think Seattle might be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's hard.
They've lost a lot of guys, a lot of leaders.
They lost a lot of people. They lost that defense of theirs. Now, they got Russell Wilson still, which is pretty good.
But
but does he have many key players himself?
And their O-line is still garbage.
So, oh man, they could. This could be the year Seattle actually does hit the bottom of the NFC West.
I think so.
So I'm gonna say it's a roll of the dice too between them and Cardinals. I think Cardinals will do all right, but I don't think they're going to do much. I think San Francisco and LA are going to be the top of that division this time. San Francisco, just watching Garoppolo this last year, that was amazing. He was good. So
that gives them a lot of high...
yeah, so I think they're going to do good. I'm going to put LA Rams above them, though, because they have made some moves. And how their defense, or how their offense was last year and stuff like that, they have improved the defense. So, oh man, I don't know. I think LA this year is playing to win. Like they put everything in there. They are wanting to win this year.
I will say the biggest thing that the Rams have that not a lot of people think about is coaching. Sean McVay is an amazing coach. They got the talent, but they got the leader. And Wade Phillips. Yeah, no, they have the leadership in the coaching staff too. So.
I think, and especially how they're stacking that defense. You got like one of the best defensive coaches. Dude, it's going to be crazy.
Just stick with that one. All right, okay. NFC North. I think it's going to be a slugfest for the top with the Vikings and the Packers. We'll see how the Kirk Cousins deal works out. We'll see if he gels with everyone. That Vikings defense, though, is top-notch. And I think they can definitely stave off Rodgers. But this is still Rodgers' team. You know, like, they've got Jimmy Graham. They were 7-9, and Rodgers was hurt most of the year. So, as always, I think the Packers' defense is lackluster at best. So, I'm going to stick with the Vikings at top just because they have everything they need. Kirk Cousins is kind of the X factor and all that, but they got great receivers, great backs, great defense. Vikings number 1, Packers number 2. Both of them end up at the playoffs, I believe. And then I think Chicago can take a step forward, but they're still going to be at the bottom. I think Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback to lead the Lions at least at the 3rd spot, more so than Mitch Trubisky in his 2nd year. I think the Bears will do better, but they'll still be at the bottom. What do you think?
I agree with that list. I think it'll be more. I believe that's going to be how it is.
Okay.
Stafford's just not going to be able to rise above Rodgers in the division, especially if Rodgers can stay healthy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, last one.
What is the last one?
It is that one
right here. Okay. AFC North. This one sucks. Okay. Cleveland did a lot of good moves. They got a new GM. Still going to be at the bottom of the list.
But it's Cleveland.
It's going to be Cleveland.
They won't go 0-16.
No, not this year. I think they did a lot to improve what their team's going to be. But they're still going to be at the bottom of the list.
They still got a lot of work to do. Mostly in like the mental aspect of just being on that team.
I can tell you pretty much how it's going to look is how it looks every year. It's going to be, and I don't really have to explain this, it's going to be Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns. That's how it usually is. Maybe Ravens to Bengals every once in a while, even Ravens to Steelers every once in a while. But that's usually how that division looks.
The Ravens have made a lot of good moves. I still don't see them going past the Steelers, but they've made a lot of good moves. So I think they'll take that number 2 spot still.
Yeah. So
and they could fight for a playoff spot.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. If they all do okay, even Bengals could fight for a playoff spot.
The AFC might be a little bit more interesting this year, especially with the AFC South. You know, they're rising up a little bit.
That division's kind of rising up. AFC North's kind of
Buffalo's coming into the mix now.
It's boring to me. I find all those teams pretty boring.
I think for the first time,
Steelers are kind of okay because they're one of like those elite teams.
One of the first time in a while, I think there's actually kind of a surplus of quarterbacks in the league where there's actually enough quarterbacks to go around where everyone can be decently competitive.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think it's gonna be a good year. Okay, question real quick. In the AFC, most improved team. Who do you think is gonna improve the most?
As in, you think it's gonna improve this year?
Yeah, from last year to this year.
Improved or
no? Who do you think will have the most improvement from last year to this year in the AFC?
Well, I would say Browns.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah. It's hard to be worse than what you are. One win is an improvement. Most improved, though.
It's going to be most improved.
I say Houston.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah. I would say, yeah, that would probably be. Or even us.
Yeah, actually.
I would say we'd be one of the most
unbiased as we are.
You can't be. There's no bias.
That's very true. I think we actually might be the most improved. But with our great draft that we had and all the offseason moves we made.
We actually had one of the top good drafts. I think we're going to be all right. So
I said, no. Broncos is going to be the best. The most improved.
Guess who he is?
If you can't guess.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait. I was going to ask, who do you think the most improved on the AFC or the NFC will be?
NFC.
Most improved.
Most improved. Giants. I'm going to put it in a playoff style here. Giants. Green Bay.
I don't think so.
I think so. Over everyone else in there? Hold on. I'm putting it in a playoff style. Hold on. This is my pick.
You don't got to do every division. I was just saying one team.
No, I said I'm putting this in a playoff style. And I'm going to beat them in the other one. Between... shoot. I don't know about this one. I think Falcons will have a bounce back, so they're probably the most improved in this spot for me. Dude, it has to be San Francisco. So San Francisco or New York Giants to me is the top two.
I agree. Okay. Win-loss for our schedule, and we'll make it quick because we're kind of running over time here.
Yeah, bad. Okay. First spot. Playing
home game
against Seattle.
W.
I think, that's going to be a win for us.
That's
and
a
we
big
are
one.
Always good in the beginning, right at the start, at home. We're tough at home once it starts like that.
Seattle's lost a lot of players. I think we take that one.
Okay.
Home against the Raiders.
Home against the Raiders. I think we're going to grab it again. I don't think Raiders are going to do all that good.
W.
So, I believe we're going to be going 2-0.
See that?
Gosh.
We're going to eat that W.
Name who he is again. But it's not.
I like how you did it last time.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I don't know. When.
I don't remember what you were doing. We were playing Madden and you were like, nom 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 or something like that. You're like, nom nom nom. It's funny.
At Ravens, I believe they're going to take that one from us. It's trying to be unbiased as I can be. I believe they could probably grab us at their home.
Looking at our road games, okay, let's go ahead and say a loss. Let's just say a loss.
So 2-1.
Okay.
Back at home against the Chiefs.
On Monday night?
All our division games pretty much this. Okay, never mind, except for Chargers.
I'm gonna say we win our home one.
I think it's gonna be a tough one too.
It will, but it's on Monday night. It's at home, coming off a loss. If we say,
yeah,
I'm gonna say, and you know how I feel about Patrick Mahomes. Already said it. Yeah, I think we take that one.
3-1.
At the Jets,
4-1. I believe we'll take them.
Absolutely.
So we're at 4-1, going back home against the Rams.
Let's go ahead.
Now I'm going to say we're going to lose.
Let's go ahead and lose that one.
So we're 4-2, losing against the Rams at home.
Okay.
Going to Arizona.
Short week with Arizona too, so off a loss.
I think we're gonna. I don't think Cardinals are tough enough.
I think it's close, but we win that one.
5-2. 5-2. Back on the road against the Chiefs.
Let's go ahead and split games.
Yeah, split games with them. Now we're 5-3.
Okay.
Doing off to the good start. Back at home with Houston's. This is hard for me to say, but I feel like it's going to be a surprise game with Houston. They might take it from us.
See, we're going to win either the Steelers or the Texans. We're not going to lose both.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm going to chalk up a W with the Texans. I'll say an L for the Steelers, but
okay,
I'm going to chalk up a dub on the...
Well, let's see. So we're at 6-3 now? Did we say? Yeah, 6-3. Have a bye week going at Chargers. I don't think we're going to have done that again.
Well, and I think we're going to get caught on another division game on the road. And I was going to say the Chargers, but I think I think I'll go with the Raiders on this one because it's coming off a bye week, and I think we're gonna beat the Chargers coming off the bye. On the road.
So we're 7-3, going back home with Steelers. We just said 7-4.
We'll chalk the loss there.
At Bengals,
win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 8. So we're 8-4. At 49ers, I'm gonna let them take that one.
That's a rough one.
That is tough.
That's a toss-up.
That's very tough. But
so we'll say a W or a L.
8-5. Browns win at home, no less. So 9-5. That's a good season right there. So at Raiders,
we'll drop an L on that because I still think we're gonna get caught on either the Chargers or the Raiders. I'm gonna say the Raiders for this sake, just because the Chargers are off a bye week.
So 9-6.
And then I say we beat the Chargers at home.
10-6.
10-6. That's not bad. That's playoff worthy. I say at worst 10-6. Well, I'll say at worst 9-7. At best 12-4.
There you go. At best 16-0.
Well, I still say at best 12-0 or 12-4.
I know, I get you. All right, man. We should wrap it up. We did take this one longer than I thought we did.
There was a lot to talk about as far as just predicting. Damn, we did go overtime.
Shooting the crap, man.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
We just ordered a bunch of business cards too that we're gonna be handing out. That has a little QR code that's gonna scan it right to the YouTube channel, and hopefully, this will be our very first podcast one because we got the audio on our audio recorder here. So,
yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.